I love camp, and I have been going to Round Lake Christian Camp specifically ever since I was like 3 years old, which is crazy because that is more than half of my lifetime.
I've been serving at Round Lake for like 18 years, and I've been going to CIY with students for years and years and years.
Experiencing camp growing up myself, and then watching my own children experience camp, and then having the good fortune of being up at Round Lake with some of your kids, this is what I can tell you about camp.
I originally started going to camp with my parents who volunteered at camp at the church that I grew up in. And I was a staff brat for a really long time before getting to attend camp on my own. And I loved it. I was so excited for camp every year that we went. And I went to Round Lake main camp up until about 6th grade. And every single year I got to go with my friends. I experienced God in new and different ways. And I really started developing my faith at a very young age. About 7th grade, one of my friends said, "Did you know that there's a wilderness camp that Round Lake has?" And I said, "No, let's go try it out." So I challenged myself and I went to wilderness camp, Round Lake Wilderness Camp, and I never looked back.
I grew up going to camps, and when I moved here from Georgia, I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't really have any type of community. I didn't have any type of real friends. And it wasn't until I attended camp with people here at HCC when I was in high school that I really felt like I belonged. I was alone, I was lost, I was exhausted by life. And it was when I found my friend group here at HCC, that's when I really felt like I belonged in the family of God and in the church.
Present day, I had volunteered as many weeks of camp as I could in a row. One summer, I went to West Virginia Adventure Camp with Round Lake, Wilderness Camp with Round Lake, and still volunteered with main camp at Round Lake. And that's where I actually ended up meeting Sandy. And I'm sure we had gone to camp weeks before together, but I had been right after my freshman year of college studying ministry. And Sandy and I were put in the same room, and it's definitely a God thing. And the way that God works through camp in kids' lives and also in the adult volunteers' lives, I think is pretty amazing.
Camp is where I get to know students, and it's where students get to know me and my other leaders and other students on a deeper level that form friendships that last a lifetime. These communities change lives.
At Christian camp, young people have the mental room to think about some of the most important things in their lives. Getting away and taking a break from the busyness and craziness of their regular routine allows them to really think about their future and to understand and discover God's love for them and His amazing plan for their lives.
And I know that my story could be your kid's story.
And I know that this story could be your kid's story.
Maybe your child is eager to come to camp, and maybe they need some encouragement. Either way, we're headed to Round Lake this summer, and we want your child to join us.